Hello once again, Niner Faithful, and welcome back to another episode of 49ers Playbook on the channel that's trying to answer the whys and hows of the game. This past Sunday, the 49ers got a must-have win over the Bears to keep any sort of playoff hopes alive. It's still a real long shot for a path to the postseason, but they can only go one game at a time and get the wins. No matter the team you're playing against, a 38-13 win is impressive. We'll start with the offense and see how the 49ers offense was explosive throughout, and then move to the defense that was as good as they've been during the Shanahan era in the first half. You're watching Johnny Dell's Football Academy. First, I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of our members of JFA49.com. Your direct support is essential to making these videos happen. If you've liked the channel and the content this season, please consider joining them to support videos like this, as well as getting access to some exclusive content. Like, we go through the wide receiver route tree, we have detailed installs of the defensive side, and you can also get access to all these review videos early and ad-free. You can join them at JFA49.com. The first third down of the game, we get an explosive to Isaac Orendo. So we're running what Kyle calls a curl burst. The burst portion is a curl through route paired with a check burst, which is a route from the running back where he'll check a blitz pickup, then release out through the line. Chicago does have a bust here. They're playing a matching man. So the outsides are in man, and then they're playing a 3-over-2 matching zones. In his dropback, Purdy sees the defense retreat on Kittle's curl through, but the way Chicago plays it, it's as if both sides are expecting but also unsure that these routes are gonna be handed off. And I don't have the exact details of what they're exactly supposed to do. I haven't watched the Bears defense a lot this year, but in any case, Purdy finds Orendo for a huge gain on third down. This then leads to an explosive to Kittle on a screen. Kittle said they saw this on film that the Bears' ends played really aggressive upfield. So they're going to fake an outside run, use Cowing's speed to clear out, then release Kittle on a screen. You can see the ends fly far upfield, and Cowing clears it out, and Kittle rumbles for a huge gain. We then cap the drive off with the score to Juwan Jennings. They're going to go hard play action to the right, then bring Jennings and Kittle on a 2-level pattern to the left. The run action draws the defense, and there's no way they can recover in time to cover Juwan running across the field for the score. We then get the next drive going with a big play to Debo. This is something that if you've watched the channel, you'll be familiar with. It's the old Speedo concept, or what Kyle calls burner. You go hard play action to draw up the underneath coverage, run Conley on a pylon route to clear out, and have Debo Samuel on a high crosser into the area affected by the run action. You can see after the fake how the defense wasn't able to gain enough depth to help on Debo's high crosser, and a good job by Purdy and adjustment by Debo to get this ball away from the corner who matched him for a big gain. We then get another big gain to Kittle on a real nice play by Brock. So we're running a combo of read rail and sail. That's a mouthful, but a read rail is something we run a lot of, which is a read route paired with a rail route. Here, Pearsall isn't going to run a read, which can sit down or run down the field based on a read of the near safety. This is a streak, which will run just like a read route, but never sit down. Then we'll have Kittle on a sail route, or what Kyle calls a chase route. For Brock, the read is 1 to Conley, 2 to Kittle, 3 to Garendo. After the run fake, which didn't really affect the defense, Purdy wants to hit Conley on the rail route. Not sure why he pulls it down, and then he moves to Kittle, and this is so impressive. His throw to Conley would be a fastball, or oftentimes called a number 1 throw on a line. The throw to Kittle is a layered throw, so it's got to have some touch, and he drops a dime into Kittle for a huge gain. We then get another huge gain to Garendo to set the team up at the goal line. So we first come out under center and motion juice into an eye. With the Bears walking a linebacker up on the edge, Purdy knows from their scouting that they're going to get a 5-man rush, so they have a built-in check against this and check the play. We're running a basic concept, which is a basic route paired with a rail route. Once juice motions and the linebacker shifts, you know you either have a linebacker on Garendo who's way out of position, or the edge player, Sanborn, has to cover Garendo. Considering how Chicago's defense is aligned, it's almost surely Sanborn. But Chicago did check this late, and they end up getting a free rusher off the left, but Brock makes a heck of a throw to get the ball out to Garendo, who beats Sanborn. And the 49ers punch it in for the score. We then get a big gain on a middle screen to Kittle. So this time they're going with Kittle on a screen over the middle, and this is great effort by everyone. Screens take buy-in from everyone on the offense. The linemen have to be on their timing and get out on the screen, and the wide receivers have to block. Everyone pitches in to get Kittle nearly on a house call. We then cap the drive with a second touchdown to Juwan Jennings. So we start out with Kittle as the outside man in a bunch. With a corner on him and only 2 defenders on the bunch, this reveals zone coverage. We motion Kittle across and the Bears back out, revealing a 2-safety look. This is where the details come in. With the nickel in what's called an overhang, that means the safety is a run fit inside. So that's how Brock knows he's got cover 4 pre-snap. We're going to run a choice concept, which is a corner route paired with the choice route. All these clues make sure Brock knows and Jennings knows exactly what is going to be run pre-snap. So when Brock drops back, he knows the nickel will work outside to a curl flat and Jennings will break in on his choice route. So he's got to hold the mic away from the play to give Jennings the most space possible. On the drop back, you see that happen. Brock holds the mic and then hits Jennings with Pearsall's corner route occupying the 2 deep quarters players and is able to run it in for the score. We then get a big run by Garendo to get the next drive going. This is an inside duo with split flow action. Great job by Pooney and Brendel to drive their man vertical. And then this is what's exciting about Garendo. He's an angle breaker. His speed is such that safeties will think they have an angle on him and he breaks it. We then get an explosive to George Kittle. We're going play action again, and we're going to have Kittle on a low crossing route. with Jennings on a go route and Debo in the flat. The run action causes the undercoverage to bite, and now I think the corner was on a blitz with a peel rush, so it's a fire zone behind it, but Kittle is just wide open for a big gain. Then after the Bears have a turnover, we get a huge explosive to Jennings. This is the old leak play. It's been around for a really long time. If you've watched the channel, you're familiar with our wide zone, then the slide concept off of that. Leak is a counter off the slide. So you fake the wide zone and you come with a movement pass the other way, so leak adds in a receiver, and we've done this with tight ends, we've done it with juice, we've done it with running backs. You have a receiver leak out the backside when the defense starts to overcorrect on the slide, and Jennings is wide open. And people will nitpick that this should be a touchdown. Look, we whiffed on this play with quarterbacks missing this same throw, wide open, so many times in the past. Just enjoy a big explosive because we scored a touchdown on this drive. On Isaac Guerendo's second touchdown run, these are really nice blocks by both Juice on the kickout and Debo on the safety, and are what spring Isaac for the touchdown. The last play we'll show on offense is a great pressure answer by Purdy on 3rd and 4. This is nice design by the Bears. They're able to manufacture this. We start out with Pearsall in motion. It reveals man coverage with a player traveling with a single safety. This is going to be a 5-man pressure. I'll show it from the end zone, but we actually block this how we're supposed to, and the Bears get a free man off the edge, but Purdy is going to find Jennings on a looky route as his hot answer. It's a real nice throw and gain for a first down that leads to the 5th touchdown of the game. From the end zone, we see the Bears presented 5 rushing threats on the line pre-snap, so each man has a man. The Bears are going to drop a defensive end into coverage and bring both linebackers on a double A-gap blitz. Once this happens, they have to slide down. McKivitz has to pick up the innermost threat first. It's good design by the Bears, better play by Brock and Jennings to beat it. So now we'll jump to the defensive side of the ball, and it was great to see Talanoa Hufanga back on defense. Here, the Bears are just running an inside zone, and they actually get some good blocks here. But Hufanga is able to read it and rally to make the physical tackle. If we back this up, so many times this season, we've seen this kind of view on inside runs, and the other team will get 7, 8, or 9 yards. Not here. Huff makes a strong tackle, and it's only a 3-yard gain. Now, some of the defensive success was the Bears being the Bears this year. There's a miscue here, and they leave Mooney Ward unblocked to double on Campbell, and it blows up the play. Then on 3rd down, Diamador Lenore shows us why he's making a strong case for All-Pro this year. So the Bears start out with a 4-strong alignment or 4 eligible receivers on one side. This is important because as they motion, it changes the run fits and Demo has to motion inside of the up receiver. The Bears are going to go with a spot concept here, with a spot route, a corner route, and a flat route. We're in our cover 3 here, and Demo is responsible for the curl flat area. That motion and leverage is important because a lot of times this spot or snag route will work to create interference for a flat player to get out on a running back. And as the curl flat, Demo has to play the curl to the flat. But at the snap, he works just outside leverage. so now that receiver can't interfere with him to the flat. He has to cover the curl first, as Huff has to carry and squeeze the tight end down the seam. So Williams is going to work to the flat, and Demo then attacks it, and he has a great angle of attack and drives the ball carrier out of bounds. Really nice stuff from Demo there. Then on the next drive, another real good play by Hufanga. So the Bears are going to first run a clearing route, and this route isn't meant to get the ball at all. It's just to take the deep third corner and the middle safety out, as we're in cover 3. Then they're going to work a curl flat concept to put Hufanga in a vertical stretch. And he plays this textbook. First, he doesn't bite on the run action, then works under the curl. Follows Williams' shoulder to the flat, where he attacks the flat and forces Williams to try and come back to the curl, which all gave time for Winters to track the quarterback's eyes and work over and under the curl, and has a pick go through his hands. But this play was caused by Huff. Then this is nice design in disguise by the defense. So we're showing man coverage here, pre-snap with Warner walked up. The Bears have a man beater dialed up with a mesh concept. At the snap, we back out into cover 4 and are sitting on the shallow crossing routes, and it leads to a coverage sack. Then on third down on the next drive, another sack. Here the Bears are trying to hit a sail concept with a go route, a deep out, and a crossing route to create a 3-level vertical stretch. We're showing man coverage with a mug look pre-snap, and we'll back out into cover 3 zone. Great job by Demo reading the release, gaining depth, and taking away the deep out, which is where Williams wants to go with the ball. This forces him to hold it, and it's a miracle Floyd didn't get a strip sack here when Williams tried to check it down. Then we get another sack on the next third down on another well-timed call. So the Bears are trying to run a trail concept with a shallow crossing route and then a trail route. Kyle calls this an arches concept. But we kept everyone right near the line and didn't give much data pre-snap. At the snap, we drop Floyd out and bring Fred Warner on a creeper blitz, and we'll be in cover 2 zone. That takes away the shallow crossing route, and Williams wants the second, but Demo did a great job getting physical and disrupting the route, and Campbell is sitting on it. This gives Malik Collins time to get in for the sack. Overall, it was an absolutely dominating performance by the 49ers and was a game they pretty much put away at halftime. They have a huge challenge against a Rams team that just went on a tear against the Bills in a game that is a must-win for the 49ers on Thursday Night Football. Hope you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to hit the notifications button to be alerted to when a video goes live. But until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and go Niners.